Hey, it's Andrew Downs. I'm proud to support Three Beards Media, and I would love to work with you. If you need merchandise for your company, organization, band, softball team, whatever, I can help. From name brand apparel to promotional items, large orders or small, online stores, and more, I can help your brand stand out. AKC Marketing is local, based in Johnston, and we are an employee-owned business, so our costs are low and our turnaround times are fast. But most importantly, we give you personal service to make sure you get exactly what you're looking for. Email me at andrew@akcmarketing.com or find me on social media, and let's make some cool stuff together. Now sit back and enjoy this Three Beards Media podcast.
And a long time plan. From the bright lights flashing down in Old City City to a 2-drink minimum in the town so great. Buzz non-stop on the interstate. Truck stop coffee keeping us awake. Midwest roads, yeah, we know them well. From Des Moines to Chi, got stories to tell. Late nights, bright lights, open mic fights. Killing on stage, then it's back to the flight. From the cornfields to the Vegas Strip. Ain't no stage where we don't fit. Billy and Willie's workshop, welcome inside. Where the jokes are sharp and the laughs collide. From the neon glow to the small town dive. Comedy's the road that keeps us alive.
Comedy is the road that keeps us.
There it is. Guns out again this week. Is this just the summer look for you? Or you just
No, you know what?
Guns out?
Yeah, I like this shirt because it's baggy. So I've been eating a bunch, so I just wear the baggy shirt.
So you don't feel fat.
Yeah.
Do you look in the mirror and just get disgusted with yourself?
Oh God. You ever been brushing your teeth and all of a sudden you just stop in the middle of it and go, who in the fuck is this?
No, because I gave up on that shit a long time ago.
You know, I wish I could. I wish the vanity would leave me to where I still don't look at myself. You know, because it's not. I mean, I'm almost 70. I mean, so my hair's falling out, and I got bags under my eyes, and I got a gut, and I just not. You know, but then I should say, okay, you're at that age. This is what it is.
Well, no, because I mean, put it this way. Okay, you came out to a show Friday night.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And Friday night in the front row,
Mm-hmm.
there were two older couples. Did you notice them in the one of the front tables? They were.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
So at the end, you weren't in there at the end.
Yeah.
The headliner was saying to he gave him when he wrote a poetry book and he was reading a poem at the end of the show.
Yeah.
Out of his poetry book, which is a serious book.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'd give the book away
to
somebody, right?
Right.
Anyway, he gave the book to this guy in the front that he had apparently talked to throughout the show, but you know me, I don't fucking watch the show.
You're out with me. Yeah.
Anyway, you remember seeing those people though, right?
Yeah, exactly.
He asked the guy how old he was, and the guy said he was 62.
Mm-hmm.
That fucking guy looked 85 years old.
Yeah.
No less than 80.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
And so, like, I'm up there. I went up there and looked at the guy, and the first thought I had in my head was like, Jesus Christ, Willie looks 20 years younger than this guy.
I mean, I see people all the time out, and like I saw a guy the other day, and
maybe he lied too.
He was on crutches and shit, and I mean, not crutches. He had like a walker kind of thing, and I talked to him, and he started talking to me, and like and he says, started talking about shit he goes, yeah, we went to Dowling together. And I'm looking at this guy. I swear to God, he looked like he was 85. I said, "Oh, okay." I said, "Well, I don't remember you in class." He goes, "No, I'm 2 years younger than you." Holy shit! What happened to you?
I'm ridden hard and put away. What?
You know, a little vanity never hurts you in your life. I mean, I don't work out per se, but I have really nice clothes that I try to stay at least in enough shape that I can still put them on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Although, don't get me wrong, I tailor them sometimes to get the waist bigger, but. You know, I think that's the only thing that completely leaves me from just letting go all the way. I don't know.
I don't know what I do. I don't.
Can I ask
like little.
How much different do you weigh from high school to now? How much weight? you think the difference?
50 pounds.
You know what? I'm about the same because I was 100. I was on 104. Yeah, I'm over 50 pounds heavier than I was in high school.
Yeah, I was about 180. I was 180 in high school, and I'm probably 230.
Yeah, I was 140, and I'm probably 190. Yeah.
I should be probably 190 is probably what I should weigh.
And I should be about 165.
But me at 190 looks sick.
What's the best you've ever felt in the last 20 years? Do you remember ever saying to yourself, I feel good, this is a good thing for me?
No.
Yeah. I can remember, okay, it's been a while for me. I bet you it's been 25 years since I've actually felt like, I mean, just with me, because you know how I like my clothes. I mean, I used to wear a size 38 suit, which means it had a 6-inch drop, which means I was wearing a 31, 32-inch waist. I now wear a 44 suit with a 6-inch drop, which means I got like a 36-inch. I have about a 35-inch waist. So my waist just went up 5 inches. That sucks.
Yeah, I guess if you think of it in those terms, probably like 2015.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So probably 10 or so years ago.
You were a while, wasn't you? Were you doing like Tybo or something? Were you doing the Billy Blank thing? Or
no, I was doing P90X.
P90X. That's what.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were doing it pretty hard for a while.
Yeah, and then I hurt my shoulder, and it was a real good excuse to quit.
You were married?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I was doing that like, I don't know. That was in like in between like 2010 and 2015 somewhere. I was doing.
Yeah. I just want to, I'm not like me. It's like you got to you got to count your blessings. I mean, I'm still walking around. I'm still picking stuff up. I'm still doing my push-ups and stuff. I mean, I see guys at my age that can't fucking, guys that were great athletes, because of arthritis or whatever, can't walk anymore.
Right.
I mean, it's horrible.
What do you think that is genetics, or do you think that you took better care of yourself than they did?
No, I didn't take better care of myself. I think a lot of it has to do with genetics, and a lot of people just, rode hard and put out wet or whatever they call it. I mean, I've got a lot of buddies that, played football and stuff in high school, and, they've had hip replacement and knee replacement, and, because your knees go bad. Next thing you know, now you're not walking at all anymore,
Yeah.
Your hip goes bad. You're not. Next thing you know, you're just standing around. Next thing you know, you're 75 pounds more than you were. Then and
your body's having a hard time keeping.
Yeah, when you get to be my age too. I mean, I'm almost 70. I mean, I'm at that age where you can just drop dead and no one thinks a thing about it. It's just, he was old. He died. So
yeah, but if you just dropped dead, I'd throw myself on the casket and yell no.
Well, don't be a casket. You can throw yourself on the urn if you want.
Okay.
No, I want you to do better. No, what I want you to do. Here's what I want you to do. Make sure you do this for me. I want you to run in and grab the urn. I want you crying hysterically. Grab the urn and just run out with me.
Okay.
Just run out and get in the car and go someplace and just keep me for a while. Then you can bring me back. But
what do you think would happen if I really fucking did that?
It would be epic. It would
be so great. I think so. Yeah.
And I would have to be like, listen, man, I mean, I just got to take it because it's what Willie wanted.
But let me tell you something. My wife and my daughter, they would just look and go, huh? Just keep there's more food still in the other room. Everybody.
It would be like when fucking on Holy Grail, Monty Python, the Holy Grail. Yeah. When Sir Lancelot, they keep showing Sir Lancelot go up the hill over and over and over, and then all of a sudden he's just right there.
Yeah.
And he fucking stabs one of the guards. The other guard just goes, hey.
I want it to be one of those, I want to have it like, let's say I have my memorial like a country club, because I want it to where you grab the urn and then there's a big picture window and you just see you running like over a field, just with my urn, and you just run like over, like in a golf course, you run down a hill and then you disappear for a while. Then you come back up and you see over like another hole and you're still running with it. And no one chases you. They let you go.
I think it would be hilarious if we have the window, right?
Yes.
And then what people don't know is below the window. So we got to be on like second or third floor.
Yeah.
Below the window is a huge like landing pad, like stunt man thing.
Uh-huh.
And I just fucking take the urn, and I just yell, "Take me with you," and I jump out the window.
Also, what would be funny is having another urn that they don't know about that looks like the other one. So while you jump and then you start running, they see you trip and fall, and all the ashes come out. And then you're, like, trying to put the ashes back.
Wasn't really him, guys.
I'll let Jenny and Claudia know this is what we're going to do, so we'll have it planned. It could be funny.
It'd
Hopefully.
be like have you ever seen the video of the guy that, I think we've talked about this before, the guy's playing, they play like it sounds like it's coming from the cat. It sounds like his voice.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And it's hilarious because it's like an English accent, you know. It's like, hey, what are you guys?
Yeah.
Let me out of here, you know.
I'd be even better from an urn. They come up with it. You'd be like,
have it be super echoey, like you sound like you're in a tin can.
Be coughing. It's dusty in here. Can you take off the top? Just unscrew it. Just unscrew the top.
I just need a little ventilation.
Exactly.
Let me ask you a question, Willie. My wife and I purchased our plot
Uh-huh.
week. Yeah, simply
There's something fucking
simply because the price was going to go up to $1,000.
Yeah.
So, but we had a
Says
discussion
who?
about the people that were selling the plot.
Yeah.
So they fucking talked you into buying it by telling you the price was going to go up.
Really, so you're going to be buried?
We're going to be buried. Well, here's the question. So the church cemetery had plots available. The price was going to go up July 1st. So we decided to buy one before that.
Yeah.
We only bought one because we're having a discussion of whether or not we're going to be cremated and buried together.
Yeah.
Or in that one hole. And my question was, it costs $600 to dig the hole. Well, can you just hold on to if I die first, can you just hold on to my ashes and then just bury us at the same time? Like,
me and Billy will bury you for $250. We'll do it
you don't have
ourselves.
to dig the hole twice, basically.
Yeah. It seems odd. They're double dipping on that hole digging.
You know what? Like my brother Johnny, when he died,
even get
I got his ashes in the other room. Yeah.
Well, we want a place where kids can go so we can have a headstone and say goodbye to us.
But you're going to be cremated, though. You're going to be ashes.
Yeah. We're going to be ashes. Yes.
I really think we need to rethink this whole how we handle death in this country thing.
How would you like it? There's different ways. I mean, you want to do like the what is it? The Eskimos? They put you on the what do you call it? An iceberg.
Okay, well, see, number one, is your belief that funerals are for the living?
I've been going to so many. I mean, I've been going to funerals since I'm 5 years old. So I've been going for 65 years. I fucking hate funerals, and I don't like them, and I don't want. I mean, no. I mean, when I die, I told my wife, you know what? If you want to just get some of my friends together and have some drinks, that's fine. I don't need a whole ceremony. I don't want one. I just don't. I think
so. Yeah. So in that, I think you probably it's for the people that are left behind.
Yeah.
It's for them, right?
I think so. Without
it's almost like the funeral is just pomp and circumstance.
Oh, without a doubt.
Kind of like a wedding is.
I had my cousin died a few weeks ago, real close cousin of me, lived next door to me growing up. And they had the funeral at the Dowling Church. And it was just it was like a church. It was a mass and had that eerie kind of Catholic. I didn't. And my cousin, I mean, he was a pretty religious guy, but I would have just assumed, just sat at a bar and had his urn and told stories and left it at that.
Do you think you're more likely to go to heaven if somebody talks like a fucking idiot about somebody?
No, I don't think it makes any difference. How come you sound like Buffalo Bill in a church? If Buffalo Bill's in the choir.
Apparently, I just have a Buffalo Bill rue.
Exactly.
It's just my fucking core.
That's your vibe, baby. Yeah. So what do you want when you die? Here's what I want. Like I said, I want just like a country club. You put my urn there, pictures, show things, and just have fun. No formal anything.
I feel like it kind of depends on when a little bit. Like,
yeah, that's true.
The less the less attended your funeral, like you want to think like you hear about these funerals, like, oh, there are people out the door, you know.
Yeah.
Usually that's somebody that died young.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know, so like it's like the smaller your funeral is, the longer you live. So that's probably
So you're probably
better,
more successful.
right?
Yeah, the smaller funeral it is, the more successful you were because you lived
You lived long enough that there weren't enough people to go to your funeral.
Exactly. Yeah.
So like this, the lack of a funeral is almost a victory.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, I think so.
If you look at it like that.
Yeah.
So I think it depends on when. Like if it were to happen in the next 10 to 20 years for me, I'm going full on fucking New Orleans jazz.
See, that's a cool thing too. That's cool too. But I don't want my body anywhere. I don't want anything where I'm laying there.
I want my body to come flying out of the fucking thing while they're dancing up and down the street.
Which I think the big thing for you is which velour outfit are we wearing? I mean, we do the black for the because it's a home
either
game.
Black for the funeral or we go gold. You know, just because that's the most expensive one.
Well, and also look better than having the gold too. Yeah,
true.
Everything else up there.
Yeah. I think I got to think of it in terms of which outfit would I want to be wearing when I met Hayden Fry. So
that's
probably the gold one.
Yeah.
I think Hayden would like the gold script.
I think he would.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'd say, I watched you pound the end of the end zone so many times, son.
I've been watching you from up there.
Yeah.
There should be, they had those pictures of like Kinnick Stadium with like Hayden in the clouds.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I want a picture of me hanging on the fucking thing with Hayden in the clouds. Just so proud.
Also get Carl Weathers in there with the crocodile.
Carl Weathers.
He's in heaven with the crocodile there waving.
Do you think? I don't know. I've gotten annoyed at different funerals over the years because, and this is why I was asking you how you felt like about if it was for the living or not. Because
how'd you feel about Sammy's when we were there?
As in, like, how did it go, or like what? I thought it was fine. I mean,
here's the thing. I like when people come up and they say stories, but on the other hand, it's just like a comedy club. If you don't really got a strong five, just do a couple minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you get one guy up there and tell a pretty good story. You go, that was good. That's what I like. Then you get another guy and he's like, oh, you're not. Come on, man. Just you want to give him a light. You can't give him a light at a eulogy. I don't think. Should be able to
kind of. You want to?
Yeah.
It's like giving Jimmy V the light.
Exactly.
I got tumors all over my body. This guy's telling me to fucking wrap it.
Just think if he wouldn't have got through the whole thing. What was his? What was Jimmy V's thing when he said at the end? Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Don't ever give up.
Would have been funny if he would have went. Don't give. That's my time.
Yeah.
Didn't get through. Don't give. What? The light? Oh, okay. Good night, everybody.
My bad.
It's right. People say they said just Jimmy B said don't give. Just don't give.
He so like I remember going to my buddy's dad's funeral. I was we were in our early 20s, and I did the eulogy because
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, he didn't want a funeral. I mean, he wanted a funeral. He kind of. The thing is, he was I feel like he was about my age when he died. Now at this point, he was
more likely. He probably was. Yeah,
he was like 38 at least. I think 48. I'll be 47 soon.
Yeah.
But anyway, so his mom was still alive.
Yeah,
you know. And so, in a way, that funeral's in a way for her a little bit, right?
Yeah. Did you have like a whole written thing that you did, or?
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah. Were you nervous? How'd you feel about it?
Oh, I wasn't nervous at all. No, that shit doesn't.
Yeah. What was he like?
For me, it was
or something, or just a guy from the neighborhood, or what was the deal?
It was my best friend's dad.
Okay.
I mean, I was raised as like their third kid a little bit. And I just knew that the last thing he wanted was some commercial for whatever fucking church we were in.
Yeah.
You know,
exactly.
like,
Yeah.
because that's what a lot of funerals end up being if the church is involved. I feel like it feels like the pastor's trying to get people to come to church on Sunday.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Without a doubt.
So like, I knew that he also didn't want certain people to be there that were there.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
So, you know,
did
that
you bring
was
that up during the eulogy?
No, not at all. Not at all. But it was kind of like, you know, so I just did it because I didn't want somebody to be up there that didn't know him talking to me. I didn't want, there had to be somebody go up there,
you know,
that knew him.
It's funny. I grew up, like when my father died when I was 11. Back in the day, old funerals, Italian funerals, were the scariest fucking thing, because first they had the wake, and the wake was for 2 days. So you got him laying out. Now understand that my dad, when he died, he was 59. My grandmother was still alive, from Italy, and they wailed. They absolutely wailed. Luigi, mama, Luigi, and she had like a backup. She had like backup wailers, and she actually got mad. She actually got mad at my mother.
What was her name? Aunt what?
Her name was no, Luigi was with my dad, but her name was Bianca, my grandma Bianca.
Grandma Bianca and the Wailers.
So yeah, exactly. and she got mad at my mother because my mother wouldn't wail. My mom just sat there. Probably but 3 times she went up to the casket and grabbed my father and tried to pull him out of the casket.
Oh my God.
And they had to stop her. And funny, my cousin from Chicago, my cousin Gil, goes, "Hey, let her grab him. What's she gonna do? She'll bring him back in a couple minutes." What's she gonna do? She'll bring him back in a couple minutes.
What's she gonna do?
I mean, and as an 11-year-old, you watching this shit, you're thinking, this can't be right.
This is the worst fucking shit in the world.
Yeah. Then when we got to like Glendale, she tried to jump in the fucking hole. I mean, there was all kinds of shit. I mean, it was nuts. Luigi, take me with you, Luigi. She's screaming in Italian in her little backup wailers. Luigi. The whole fucking Luigi. Yeah. Yeah.
Why is she fucking talking about this on stage?
I don't know.
Christ.
Frightening shit.
This got to be this should be part of your one-man show if you ever do that.
Yeah.
If you ever really do that, this has got to be your dad's funeral needs to be.
You ought to see the gangsters that were there too. These are all those guys, all the sunglass guys. They're all just standing there, and like my brother Johnny's trying to talk to him. He's going, "Hi, I'm Lou's son," and they're like, "That can't." Like they're doing the prayers. They didn't know any of the prayers. That guy, Godfather Ward, never how be on the name. That guys go, "I don't know." You know, so he wouldn't say shit. Flowers everywhere. They had the flowers. They were putting like the flowers were laying on my dad. My grandma's pulling the flowers up. Luigi! She coming after the It's nuts. I probably need therapy.
No, that's fucking great.
Yeah.
I would that's what I want my funeral to be.
Yeah.
Clearly.
I'll tell you what.
Like,
you shouldn't die before me, but
I got annoyed.
Yeah.
Because like that funeral in particular and others that I've been to, you feel like people are going there to run into people. Like they're going there for a social gathering.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's not.
After all, you see people having conversations, and then all of a sudden they're having. It's like they're almost there for a different reason, and they're talking about other shit. They're not even reminiscing about the person that died. You hear them over in the corner talking about, whatever.
Eventually, it's there.
Yeah.
But you just like people that, because I like with him in particular, I just knew that was exactly what he didn't want. Because he felt like a lot of these people had like abandoned him. He didn't fucking hear from any of these people.
Oh wow,
for years and years and years.
And you knew all this while you were doing all this, so that had to have been kind of a tough thing to just not at one point or another lash out and go, "Why in the fuck you people here?"
Yeah, shame on you, fucking people. But no, because I just wanted someone to talk about him that knew him.
Was he in the casket right there?
Yeah.
Could have used my grandmother.
I wanted to do
What was
it.
his name?
Randy.
Randy. No, that doesn't sound as good. Doesn't sound as good as
no.
Luigi. No. Okay.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it sounds white trash. Randy's kind of a white trash name.
Oh yeah, exactly. Grown man named Randy.
It was Randall, you know.
Oh yeah.
But nobody went by Randall.
Yeah.
So it just sounds like Randy. Oh, God damn it, Randy, wake up.
That's right.
I told him to stop eating all that red meat, Randy.
That's right. Goddamn, Randy. I look out the pickup. He's laying next to it.
He's just laying there next to the pickup. I told him that was going to happen one of these days. He's dead before he hit the ground.
Yeah. I thought he was just drunk, but then I realized it was 10 o'clock Sunday morning. Could have still been drunk, but I didn't think.
You know what? That's something you only hear in a redneck voice. He's dead before he hit the ground.
Yeah, dead before he hit the, yeah. Well, yeah, exactly.
You never hear. Yeah. You never hear anybody with, speaking in proper grammar say.
You don't hear.
Well, he was dead before he hit the ground.
No.
They
never say that.
Dead before he hit the ground. Tell you what.
That's a very, very, very medical term. It's exactly. When do you think the time of death? Well, dead before it hit the ground. I'm gonna say 8:06.
Yeah, I mean, he hit the ground at 8:12. He dead before he hit the ground. So we say about 8:11 and a half.
I told him, "Don't you, Randy, quit smoking, Randy."
God damn it, Randy. Doctor told him he had 5 years to live. He just switched from reds to lights.
It's true. You know, he only had 4 toes because the fucking diabetes had him.
That's 100% what he did too. The doctor told him he had this like massive heart attack when we were. Was he
a big fella?
Yeah, but not like that. I mean, he was. But he fucking chain smoked, man. Like,
my brother did too. I mean, my
like
brother
he smoked one cigarette right after the other.
That was my brother.
He didn't quite monkey fuck him, but he at least went through lighters.
I've never heard that term. Monkey fuck cigarettes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what we called it.
So my brother Johnny was monkey fucking cigarettes.
When you light one off of the last one, the new one off the last one, you monkey fucking them. A buddy whose grandpa said he had the same lighter for 20 years because he only lit one cigarette.
Exactly. There you go. Yeah. He bought that backed up there at the Conoco back in 1967.
The flint went out before the fluid ran out. But yeah, he did, man. He smoked a ton. I mean, he was probably, I want to say he was like, I think he was probably 6'2" or 6'3". I mean, as a kid, you felt like he was fucking 7 foot tall, but he's probably 6'2" or 6'3", probably, I don't know, 280. It wasn't a huge, I mean, he wasn't huge. 260 maybe.
Yeah, but Randy.
But anyway, he
doesn't it say it on his tombstone? Dead before he hit the ground. Randy.
Dead before he hit the ground.
And that's all it says is Randy. No last name, just Randy.
So he I want to say I was about 9 when I think I was 18 or 19 when he had his initial heart attack, and they told him he would live for 5 more years if he quit smoking. And he would and he would live for 2 more if he didn't quit smoking. So he was like, well, fuck it. Or it was either that or it was 8 and 5, but he said fuck it. And so he just switched from reds to lights. And and I want to say he lived for like another 6 or 8 years. And then but during that time frame, it was like all the friends that he had, we were those kids that grew up at the ballpark and all our parents hung out together. So him and his wife got a divorce, and everybody still kind of hung out with his wife and not really him. And and so we go to his funeral, and all these people from the old Little League days are there that you hadn't seen in forever, and you just knew they were just there to run into people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I mean, you know, you fucking how many times? Oh, how old is he now? Oh, how old is she now? Oh, 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 I remember when they were just oh.
Yeah.
I mean, if you fucking could hear that a million more fucking times.
So, you know, you would know how old it was if you came around. Randy would have liked to see you before he hit the ground. If you wouldn't have abandoned Randy. Yeah. He wouldn't hit the ground.
Time of need when he needed friends the most.
Yeah. Goddamn Randy. R.I.P. Randy.
But man, he was great. He loved me. He was fucking awesome. He was just him and my. You know, we're like in our early 20s and we're kind of off on our own. And him
now,
and
you still buddies with his son?
His two sons are they're my two best friends.
Oh,
they're
cool.
brothers.
Cool. Yeah.
But they don't. It used to be the three of us were just thick as thieves, pretty much. But now I kind of have a separate friendship with each of them. They don't really.
Well, you go as you get older in life. Everybody goes through cycles where things change. You know.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, there was a time where the two of them, especially, there wasn't one without the other. Even, you know.
That's why I always hate to see these movies where like it's like a buddy thing, you know, and they show them when they're young and we were the best of friends and they show them all together doing the same thing and we were so close. And after a while, you're like, motherfucker, you got to have some other friends. You can't be just you. It's like these four. We were the three musketeers and it shows them like little kids and through grade school. It's like, hey, I don't know. You know, how come you didn't get no other friends? What the fuck's wrong with you?
Do you ever have friends? Do you ever have like a friend that gets mad that you have other friends? Or get
when I was younger,
like even now though, like a little weird about something ever.
Nah, not at this point. Half the time, my friends are happy I have other friends, just so I'll leave them alone. You know, But
see, I'd never get sick of you. You can bother me as much as you want. So you tell those other fucking friends, they need to step their game up. I'm just curious though, if that because I have one friend that is just the most emotionally immature fucking person I know. Zero accountability or control over his emotions.
Yeah, well, I have racist friends that I don't know what to do with, but I grew up there, Italian guys on the south side. Yeah.
Chris is trying to talk to us and he's muted.
I said I have one of those friends. His name's Bill Blank.
Oh, yeah? The most emotionally immature?
Yeah, no, just
immature.
Immature, yeah.
I'll give you that.
Billy's the greatest impressionist. He does one impression, ladies and gentlemen.
And
Buffalo Bill as everybody.
My one impression is all of my impressions are ripple effects of the one.
Yeah.
They all branch off.
You ever do impressions and then
Buffalo
it branches
Bill
off?
Is the root of the tree. The branches of my impressions.
Have you ever done impressions and then it branches off into something else and it's nothing even like the impression, but it just makes you like me and my wife, we'll be watching like Donald Trump on television and he tells us stories about the big guy came to the house and tears in his eyes and he says, sir, you know, he always says, sir. So me and my wife do that to each other all the time. I go, sir, sir. And we just keep saying it. You know what I mean? Sir. Hello.
I think that I'm glad that you guys have that, you know, still crazy after all these years.
Still crazy. We do our sir thing. Hello, sir. I'll call her up on the phone and she'll be at work. She'll go, hello, what are you doing? Sir. She's like, I'm working. Don't you have anything to do? Sir.
I do remember. I always get annoyed with people that are always bringing up Seinfeld episodes in conversation.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
I probably remember 3 episodes, maybe.
No, you weren't a big Seinfeld?
I never have been. I love Curb.
Yeah.
Love Curb, but I don't know. Seinfeld just missed me a little, I guess.
Well, you're a little bit younger than I mean, I think probably because that was the 90s. I mean,
yeah, I mean,
you
I was
still in high school. You had shit going on. Yeah.
Yeah. It was an adult show for me. Yeah.
Well, when you're in high school, let's be honest. Nobody, if you're doing high school right, you're not watching fucking sitcoms. You know what I mean?
It's true.
You're doing other shit. Yeah.
I definitely did high school right. I will say
exactly.
that.
Now, I mean, I graduated in 74. I don't know. I couldn't even tell you what the sitcoms were then. I mean, I have no idea.
Yeah, like there's
Yeah.
like the elementary school years and
No.
junior high when you're home every night.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You get those rituals, like
Yeah.
we all loved the Cosby Show growing up, but then high school, you're not home at 7 on a Thursday
Right.
anymore.
You didn't know what sitcoms were on in 1974?
I mean, was it All in the Family and all those?
So
Sanford and Son. I
the
have
top-
no idea.
Yeah, so Barney Miller, 1975.
Okay, yeah. And you know what? Okay, I did watch Barney Miller, but not when it was on. I mean, I think I watched it later after,
So
what else?
here's the
Is Barney Miller the fucking?
Helen.
Are you gonna tell me you don't know what Barney Miller is?
No, I do. I was just
Eight
that.
Fagoda Fish.
That's the music, right?
Yeah.
The Barney Miller, right?
What?
He's trying to do the theme song. Everything sounds like fucking.
Isn't that
Bubba
Barney
Lou.
Miller?
And
I
also,
have no idea.
Huh? The fucking music that's playing all the time.
yes, it's the theme song. I don't know. I'm not.
No
playing
one knows
more,
what you're doing.
I'm not playing any more music or any
It
more
was like silent film
so
style, right?
I got no.
He
It was,
never talked, correct?
No.
Yeah.
Right?
Jesus Christ. That's so bad. I don't have to worry about getting banned off.
What are
the-
the intros from
Don't
my
fucking
parents?
act like you don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know what you're doing. Are you having a stroke?
It's the
Calm
fucking
down,
music.
sir.
Somebody
Don't
go
they
check
do?
on Bill.
Okay, so Barney Miller never talked, correct?
Yes, he
Barney
talks.
Miller
He
talks. What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Who the fuck?
You thought Barney
Oh,
Miller was a
my
mute?
God.
Benny Hill. Benny Hill.
Not even fucking close.
Right?
Yeah,
No,
Benny
but
Hill was the
Benny
little
Hill,
guy that
was
chased
the
the
mu-
chased the
Oh,
women
yeah.
around and shit.
It was
Yes, that was
like,
Benny
That was a British show, Benny Hill.
yeah,
Barney
that's
Miller.
the music, right?
Yeah.
Hold on. Jeez, you're embarrassing yourself.
Is that Barney Miller or Benny
Hill.
Hill?
Remember, he chased all the women around in like fast
Yeah,
motion. and shit?
that's what I'm saying. I never understood why that shit was fucking funny. All
That's
it
British humor.
British
You
humor.
like that's Monty
no,
Python.
I love Monty
Miller right
Python.
here.
Like Barney Miller.
Here's
Abe
Barney
Vigoda.
Miller.
Benny
Al
Hill is
Wynn.
just motherfucker just trying to get women to take their shirt
Yes.
off.
And
for
it was
no
on
reason.
late, like on NBC at like
Yeah.
11 o'clock at night or something.
Yeah. What you call it was on at the Tim
So what are
Reed.
they a news? What were they a
Okay.
news play? A news?
Shut up.
Yeah.
You've never heard of Barney Miller in your life. Are you kidding
No.
me?
Well, I mean, think about it's
I
like
know the
it's like
name.
15 years before he was born.
Dude,
I
Abe
heard
Vigoda-
Shit, it was
4. I was 4 years old when this came out. I know.
what
this
year was
shit.
it?
1975.
I was
Year after
born in
graduated.
78.
Yeah.
Okay, but still, reruns. The Jeffersons. You heard of the Jeffersons?
Yes.
George
Okay,
Jefferson.
The Jeffersons was another one.
Okay.
Welcome back, Cotter.
The Jeffersons
Mr.
were still
Cartel.
on
Yeah.
though when I was in the 80s.
1975. It was 11 seasons. So
Yeah.
So 4 seasons. Welcome back, Cotter was only on for 4 seasons.
Yeah.
And see, I never knew shit about Welcome Back, Kotter until it was on Nickelodeon, later.
I'm doing Horseshack.
Up your nose with a rubber hose.
Up your nose with the rubber hose, Mr. Carter.
And
You know what I used to
one
fucking
day
watch?
at a time.
You know what I used to watch
That had
on
Valerie
Nickelodeon?
Bertinelli on it.
What'd you do with Valerie Bertinelli?
You know what I used to?
Some.
You used to
Never
take your little wrestling buddy up there and pretend
Yeah.
it was her, didn't you?
Yeah. Is that who you were thinking about when you were getting your ass licked by that psycho chick? So what? Oh, you know what I used to watch on Nickelodeon all the time after school? Because when I got home after school, like in junior high, it was the daytime Nickelodeon where they'd show old shows.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to watch The White Shadow all the time.
Oh yeah. You know what? Can I tell you? Can I tell you something about that? I was out in L.A. when they started to film that, and I was going to actually. I had a chance to audition to be the Italian guy was Salami, and I never got to do it because the actor strike hit that year.
No shit.
So I never got a chance.
You could have been Salami.
I could have been Salami.
Hold on, now I got to see what that dude looked like. Hold on,
Yeah.
I don't remember him.
Just picture Willie when he was all greasy.
Yeah. Ken Howard, the White Shadow. Plus, I watched Salami play.
Timothy Van Patten. It was Timothy Van Patten.
Yeah.
So
I definitely know I could have outplayed him.
When I was in college, there were 3 guys on the basketball team that went to Carver. They wore their Carver coats.
Oh, really?
Like, White Shadow. They were all from Chicago. Went to Carver. One of them, Jason Price, played for Iowa for a little bit.
There he is.
Yeah.
That ain't no fucking Italian kid.
I know. Not like
me. Fuck. Oh, Willie would have.
Yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate. You'd have been way better.
Yeah.
Definitely. No.
What are you gonna do?
They could have done that. They could have done the episode where your dad died.
Yep. Exactly.
The whole team could have been there to see your grandma. Like,
Luigi, Luigi.
All those fucking big black dudes looking at each other like, damn, we're not that much different, are we? This is exactly how our grandma acted.
You know what? When I was in grade school, there was a black kid on our basketball team that died. And we went to the funeral. It was one of them Holy Roller Church Baptist over there by University. And that was pretty lit up too. Of course, once again, this was like 1969. I mean, so yeah.
No, I actually, I went to my baseball coach's mom's funeral at that same church. I'm pretty sure.
I met your baseball coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
The whole choir was there, like everything.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, this is how you do a fucking funeral.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But you know. White people be lame about shit.
Try to be all
white people go to the funeral to hear
sounds like you got a sock in your mouth.
That's what they fucking sound like.
You know, you're right about the fact that they take people that you've known your whole life, and then you go into a church. And then they portray him as something completely different than you know him.
They reduce him to fucking just whatever.
He was a good soul, and he's going to the Lord now. And
they reduce him. I fucking hate listening to the preacher go. So I was talking to Joe and the rest of the family before, and they told me, Sam, he'd really. Right now, he'd be saying this and this and this.
Yeah.
The little smatter of laughter.
Yeah. He told me right before he died he wanted to walk with the Lord. He didn't say that.
After the funeral, people are like, "Oh, you did a great job, preacher. Yeah, you did a great." Fuck him.
It's
fuck
Randy,
what kind of job he did. Who gives a fuck?
Randy told me that he would quit smoking to walk by the Lord, and you're like, get out of here. Randy would never say that. Randy smoked at the pearly gates. Randy had one lit.
Yeah,
that's right.
He's up there fucking.
Right.
I went to so I don't know if we talked about this or not on here, but I went to the courthouse for this. Kind of made me think of this. My little sister.
Yeah.
Had to adopt her daughter.
Okay.
Because she's not the one that carried. Yeah. Her wife carried.
Right.
And because of all the shit these fucking evangelical assholes are trying to do with our laws.
Yes.
She had to go officially adopt the baby in case something happens to her wife. So she has parental rights.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if something happened to her parents would have or something.
Right.
And it was very informal, because there's nobody in there that's not support. It's like it was they're in there and, they have a lawyer and my sister gets on the stand. The lawyer asks her these questions, the judge is sitting there and yada, yada, yada. And they just talk about whatever.
That's a Seinfeld episode. Yeah.
They're basically saying showing the judge that they're a family. The judge basically gets to decide Is this a real family?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Which
Yeah.
is really
Yeah.
fucking stupid and bizarre.
Yeah, I will make a major decision based on 7 minutes with you people.
Yeah.
That's right.
And so, it all gets done, and we go to this brewery restaurant or whatever to celebrate or whatnot. And the lawyer comes too, and we're all sitting there. And the lawyer sat down, and I was just like, man, you got a lot of nerve showing up here after you just fucking mailed it in the way you did. This guy really dropped the fucking ball, like it's the easiest job in the world.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No. Yeah.
But it just reminded me of anybody ever go up to the fucking preacher after the funeral? Yeah. Oh, you really fucking really flubbed that one up there, buddy.
Did you even know this fucking guy? Because it didn't sound like you did.
Hey, you were telling stories about the funeral you did yesterday, you fuckhead. Oh, I was talking to I was talking to Chris.
Yeah,
Chris
exactly.
And his brothers.
No, how about when they call him the name that no one called him, like Randy? It'd be like, Randall. When I was talking to him, and you're like, who the fuck's Randall?
It's Randy. Sitting there, and they're like, all this dude is doing is just reading the obituary. Like that's
oh god, yeah, they do that. Yes.
So when my dad died, I didn't have a preacher there. I gave his eulogy and did the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I'm not gonna sit there and just let this dude read through the obituary. That's not happening.
Yeah, exactly.
So
he said, and they always say and Randy was loved by Jennifer and Christopher,
Yeah.
You mean Gigi and Chrissy? Who in the fuck are you talking about? Yeah.
He used to love to go to the park.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And he used to spend some time by the water, and he would let's pray.
we're all going to hell.
Yeah, pretty much.
Randy is dead. Randy will go to heaven.
You're like a hair lip singer. Can you say that? Is that word still all right?
What?
Hair lip? Can you say that? Is that bad?
Hair lip.
Can you say that anymore?
Trump's era, I think it's all.
I know it's Trump era. You can't. But what is actually the new? It can't still be hair lip.
Do you remember the cleft palate?
Yes, I remember the cleft palate.
Well, that's what the hair lip.
That's what the hair lip is.
It's
kind of a weird anymore.
It's post-surgery cleft palate surgery.
The only time you ever see kids that look like that anymore is like late at night if you're on the TV and they show you some kids from Africa that like got some really bad shit going on. And if you send
they didn't get the surgery yet.
Yeah, and you get 30.
The reason they're called a hair lip after the surgery
really bad shit. It's called poverty.
I guess, yeah.
It's that little.
And guess what? They're all going to die anyway, so no doge for them. Shit.
After they sew that together, there's a scar there, and that's why it's called a hair lip. Yeah.
Look at you like a medical person.
Well, it's fucking obvious. What do you mean? You ever hear that old joke about the school dance?
Yeah, the guy, the bus driver.
The guy with the wooden eye and the girl with the hair lip.
Yeah.
He's like,
tell us again, Billy. Do it again.
Hey, you want to dance? And she's like, would I? Would I? He's like, hair lip.
Kills.
Jerry.
We could use that tonight if we would have went out.
That reminded me. Why did I bring up the Seinfeld episode? What was I fucking thinking about? Damn it. Yeah. I was saying I remember 3 of them.
Yeah. Yeah. What were the 3 you remember?
I remember the marine biologist.
Yeah. Wouldn't they? Yeah.
Oh, we were talking about how he couldn't, there was the one where he couldn't stop going, hello.
We do that. Our family does that when we play Yahtzee.
The episode ended.
That's my favorite episode.
With him walking clear across town. They show him going, how long it takes him to get to the girl's apartment.
Yeah.
And then she answers the door and he just goes, hello. And turns around and leaves.
That's the Darren intern.
Yeah.
episode. And
is that the one where he got the bad breath, and so they or no, he doesn't. He's a sidler.
no, this is the episode where Kramer has the intern Darren.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And George works at Playtone and gets locked out of his office and is like hidden in the bunker because he finds out that he was fake handicapped.
Yeah.
And they're testing the ball full of oil.
Oh yeah.
To see if it they can fill the tanker. And that girl is underneath the window and he's yelling hello, and she's like, "I'm not looking up if you're going to use that stupid voice."
Hello. When we play Yahtzee with my people from the Haggertys, anytime you roll a Yahtzee, you have to go hello.
See, for me, that was always Mrs. Doubtfire.
So let me ask you a question, Billy.
Yeah.
When you talk sitcoms, what sitcoms do you find funny then? I mean, did you ever watch any?
So after
did you like The Office?
I loved Married with Children.
Okay. What about The Office or Parks and Rec?
I thought at the time that The Office came out and I started watching it, I thought it was the best sitcom I'd ever seen.
One of the better ones. Parks and Rec was fantastic.
Parks and Rec was fantastic.
Yeah.
Arrested Development.
Arrested Development.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Curb. But like anything that wasn't formulaic.
Yeah.
Like I don't like the formulaic dad's stupid.
Yeah.
Doesn't know shit. Mom knows everything.
What about the laugh track? Did that bother you?
Laugh track always bothers the shit out of me.
Yeah.
I've said it on here a million times. I'm pretty sure that Friends is the unfunniest fucking
I know you hate
show
Friends.
that's ever existed.
Yeah.
Same. Hate that show.
I've told people you can watch Friends on YouTube without the laugh track and see how fucking dreadfully bad it is. Because that's the thing, like Arrested Development.
Yeah.
Shows like that.
Yeah.
The Office. No laugh track.
Yeah.
Nothing tells you when to laugh.
Mm-hmm.
It's just fucking funny. It's just that good.
Sitcoms they don't make them like they used to. There's one good one that's out now. It's called Abbott Elementary. It's pretty good. But
I haven't.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I've just been watching for the last couple days?
What?
It's called Son of a Critch.
I haven't seen that.
It's on Netflix. It's a Canadian sitcom.
Oh yeah. Good.
Did you ever watch The Goldbergs?
Oh yeah.
It's kind of it's reminiscent of The Goldbergs.
Okay. Oh yeah, I like The Goldbergs.
It's narrated. It's a coming of age thing. The kid's fucking hysterical.
Yeah.
Like they moved. He goes and see. You'll love it because it's Catholic school.
Oh well, then perfect.
Yeah, and so the kid fucking like he shows up at school and the kid's like, I think he's in 6th grade. So what's that? 12 maybe?
Yeah.
And what the fuck are those shoes you're wearing or whatever? And he's like, oh, they're orthopedics. I didn't think I'd ever need orthopedics, but they're really comfortable. He's like he's 80 years old. There, he asked him what kind of music they're listening to. They got headphones on.
Yeah.
So what kind of music you listen to? And the kid's like Van Halen. He goes, yeah, he's good. I hear he's really good. The kid's
like, kids doesn't fit in, right?
Yeah, and he's like, well, what do you like? And he's like, oh, I like Dean Martin, Sinatra. Dean Martin better than Sinatra. Sinatra's early stuff, not really his old stuff.
That could have been me.
Yeah, so I think you'll love it. It's really funny.
I will check it out.
But again, no laugh track, nothing fucking trying to fool you into thinking it's funny.
Exactly.
Speaking of Friends, did we talk about this? That there's a theory out there that in Living Single was basically before Friends, and Friends ripped off that entire concept of that show.
Oh yeah, they put did like a next.
They did scene by scene of episodes that were on Living Single, and then a year later they were the same scenes.
Wow.
On Friends.
Oh my god,
that's believable.
Yeah, like the one where they all decide to play poker together is almost identical.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. And I've seen a couple of TikToks and interviews of the cast from Living Single who are pretty bitter about it. You know,
yeah.
I think they feel it's a little,
Well,
young white.
It's appropriation, is what it is. Yeah.
Well, I'm friends with. Well, that's not even appropriation. That's fucking stealing.
Willie doesn't even know what appropriation is. He doesn't even know what
it's when you steal from a culture. I was making a joke, you fuck.
Oh, that reminds me, Chris, I got to send you this fucking picture. Well, we'll get to that. But anyway, I'm buddies with John Hinton, who played the janitor on Living Single.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And a guy like him should have a lot of money. Like when you see the cast of Friends running around, you know what I mean?
They were getting $1 million an episode at the end there.
Yeah.
Each one of them.
I think the only one that ever got paid from Living Single was Queen Latifah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got to send you this picture, Chris.
Okay.
So Willie and I are doing this show.
Send it to me through Facebook Messenger, and then I can bring it up on the screen.
It's kind of it's not really a sitcom. It's kind of a dark comedy, but it's going to be we're doing a pilot.
Okay.
And hopefully it gets picked up. It's got some people behind it that are hopefully going to do something with it. But anyway, I am going to play this club owner, and I decided to make him basically Paul, who was the old owner of the Funny Bone that Willie and I have talked about a bunch.
Yep.
So I'm going to wear a gray wig and some glasses, and I went and tried wigs on.
Okay, I'll bring it up.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Let me see it.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll go to break. We'll get into that after the break.
I don't know what you sent me prior to this, but all I see previously is some dude's big fat ass.
That's you sent that to me.
Oh, no, that's from you.
No, it's fucking. It was an old wrestling clip.
I don't know, but that's the first thing I saw was this dude's ass right in this guy's face. Yeah. Okay, I will bring it up and I will download it and we'll upload it. All right, let's go ahead and go to break. I've got I did generate AI Yeti people of you guys.
All right.
I have a Reddit. I want to ask about the Poop Cruise show. Have you guys seen this?
I watched this. Yes, I watched that.
I haven't watched it, but I know what I saw it.
Oh, how fucking unbelievable!
Yeah. And then Willie, I found a TikTok video that I think might be right up your alley. So
all right,
let's get a word from our sponsors. We'll be back in about 2 minutes.
Hey, it's Andrew Downs. I'm proud.
That's the wrong ad. Chris doesn't know what he's doing.
Making great tasting bourbon requires the perfect combination of ingredients, conditions, and time. The longer it rests, the better it tastes. Revelton Distillery's new single barrel bourbon is made from 80% corn, sourced 100% from Iowa farmers. And unlike mass-produced bourbons, each barrel of Revelton's single barrel bourbon is unique, proofed on when it tastes best. As they like to say, it'll be ready when it's ready. And to ensure the highest standards of quality and flavor, owners Rob and Christy Taylor oversee the production and bottling. Every single barrel. Iowa born, Iowa aged, Iowa bottled. Try the new single barrel bourbon from Iowa's own Revelton Distillery. ReveltonDistillery.com.
In 2023, a crack Green Beret named Dan Douglas retired his military command and promptly escaped to a full-time career in real estate. Today, this man is wanted by home buyers and sellers who want to survive the process without spending a fortune. If you have a home to sell or want to buy one, maybe you can hire Dan Douglas at Green Beret Realty. You can find him at greenberetrealty.com. greenberetrealty.com.
Whether you're buying, selling, or refinancing your home, or if it's simply time to renovate the one you're already living in, you need an experienced mortgage professional to help you analyze your financing options and to make sure the closing goes smoothly. And that's exactly what you get when you call Kyle Lehman at Wintrust Mortgage. Kyle's experience and expertise, coupled with Wintrust's rates and programs, ensures you'll get the mortgage that's right for you. You may even qualify for down payment assistance. Before you reach out to a realtor, call Kyle and get pre-qualified, empowering you to start shopping for the home of your dreams. Call Kyle at 515-473-0546. Kyle Lehman Wintrust Mortgage, 515-473-0546.
All right, and we're back with Billy and Willie's podcast.
Billy and Willie's workshop.
Fever beat Minnesota.
Did they beat them?
Yeah, all that.
Nice.
Yeah, they were 10.5-point underdogs this week.
I know.
Too. So I just want to remind everybody.
All the fucking they're better without Caitlin.
Maybe.
This morning on the morning show on KXNO, I got to hang out with Sean Roberts, and we brought in Aaron Nadich, who was the guest on my podcast last night, to talk about his golf tournament, Paxton's Pars for Paxton Charity Golf Court. So I announced today on the radio, but Three Beards Media is going to pay for a team here. Bill Blank and I are going to play, and we're offering 2 listeners a chance to play with us free of charge. So tweet at us, give us some reasons why we think we should pick you, and then we'll pick a couple winners here in a week or so, and then we'll get signed up and see if we can help raise some money for Pars for Paxton and Pages for Paxton's tournament. So
yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, Billy, here's your picture you asked for.
Yeah.
Billy, are you going to shave the beard? Or are you going to keep it like that?
I'm probably I might trim it, maybe dye it a little
like
bit.
Somebody, who do you look like? You look like.
I look like that black lady down there.
Philip
on the picture.
Seymour Hoffman, or I don't know who it is. You look like somebody.
It's so funny because look at the eyelashes behind me and shit. I never even noticed that. I mean, we're gonna obviously mess with the wig, you know, but anyway, I decided I was just gonna act like Paul and just go for it. And I'm gonna do a bad Paul voice.
Work on the laugh.
Is this the same? We're going to leave some bag of chips around, and is this the same?
No, that's PJ.
Oh, it's PJ.
Yeah,
PJ's the one that you couldn't eat. I could fucking combine them.
Yeah,
but Fred Durst. Sean said he looks like Fred Durst.
Fred Durst. It's funny when I opened for that fucking cop guy, he called me Timu Fred Durst.
Okay.
Timu Fred.
First Reddit,
which is fucking stupid. That's the new thing now, is to just call somebody Timu whatever. You just put Timu in front of it.
Wish.com. Yeah.
Yeah. Wish.com version of fucking blah blah blah. Fucking
All right. Our first Reddit question is a pretty simple question. You're granted one not safe for work wish from a genie. What are you asking for?
Well, I don't never work, so I would ask for
one not safe for work.
Yeah. So in other words, something.
What kind of dirty stuff you asking that genie?
Right. What are you asking? What kind of dirty stuff are you asking for the genie? You get one wish. You can ask for anything dirty, naughty. What do you not safe for work?
I mean, that's pretty easy. It's really easy for me. I can just fuck anybody I want by fucking going like that. I could drive to Hollywood and find Selma Hayek and be like,
okay, that's yeah. I figured Selma Hayek would be in this answer somewhere.
But I can't just. I mean, why would I leave it at her?
No, you gotta. I mean, you gotta make the rounds.
Yeah.
So Bill's is being able to snap his finger and have sex with whatever Hollywood celebrity he wants.
No, anybody. Anybody.
Be the Rock. Billy seems like he's got his.
Yeah, maybe I want to fuck the Rock and tell everybody I'm a man. I'm the man.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe I want to fucking take the Rock's manhood. Yeah. Who's tougher than that? Who's tougher than the guy that fucked the Rock in the ass?
Exactly.
Who's tougher than him?
He's got a point there.
Who the fuck's gonna say shit to me?
Yeah.
Oh. Are you gonna step up? Are you gonna step up to the guy that raped the Rock?
You mean it wasn't consensual? I thought this was. We're raping. Why you got to rape him? Why don't you just ask him if he wants to have sex? Why do you have to rape the
Why
Rock?
can't you just convince him?
Yeah.
Just talk him into it. You don't have to just take it by force, Bill. Not what this podcast is about.
The genie granted you the wish, Bill. Jesus Christ.
The only way you can fuck a man and have it not be gay is to take it by force.
Oh God.
Oh God. All right. Willie, please save us an answer.
The only way
I'll just drive around in the car and watch Bill. I think that's
only way
Here's mine. Here's mine.
you can fuck a guy and have it not be gay is to rape him.
Here's mine. I get $1 million every time Bill fucks somebody.
There you go. I get $2 million every time he rapes them. So there.
Yeah.
And then we have bail money.
That's right.
You think anybody's gonna get $5 million every time I rape a dude?
Can I ask on a completely separate question?
Oh, you know who I'd
The
fuck?
later we get
I would
into
fuck
night-
Tatanka. I've been to Tonka right over a fucking couch.
Who is that guy anyway?
He's the guy that always gets mad
I
on
know.
my Facebook.
Oh,
when I
Jesus.
Do you
defend
know him for real,
trans
Bill?
people.
Do you know him?
No, he was a guy that came to a show somewhere. I think he lives in Wisconsin.
Oh, well, that explains it.
And he.
Why does it look like the sun sets in Willie's house the darker that we go?
I forgot to. I have that little circle light. And I forgot to turn it on.
Like
I always
can barely see him now at this point.
when I'll say something about trans people's rights or gay rights or something, and he'll come on and say that gay people have mental illness and yada yada.
Is he?
And when he does that, oh yeah. And when he does that, I usually just describe gay sex in great detail to him, and I ask him how much he likes it.
Yeah,
like
because he's going to pleasure himself at the thought of it.
So is his last name Tonka and his first name's Ta?
He's
Tonka?
one of those fake name guys.
Okay.
So yeah, and then he'll say like he'll say that I'm making accusations when I say that stuff. I'll be like, how much do you love it when the vein hits your lips and like shit like that? And he'll be like, despite the accusation, you can make all the accusations you want. And I'm like, accusations? What?
Throw Tatanka in there on that genie list there, Chris.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
I mean, who's tougher? Who's tougher than the guy that rapes the Rock?
I mean, honestly, I don't know. I don't know that I'd want to meet the guy.
Could you see the genie sitting there? The genie's over in the corner watching it.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing right there. That's what you say to like a super homophobic person, right? That's the perfect thing. Like, would you have the balls to walk up to the guy that raped the Rock and call him the F word?
I feel like
you think we went off the rails a little bit here, Chris? What do you think?
I feel like if you're seducing the Rock, that would be scarier.
No, questions
seducing the Rock is
far side, Billy.
It's my fault, Willie. You're right. I'm sorry.
It's scary. It's scary to take the Rock against his will. That's what's scary.
All I'm saying is the genie's watching this, going, "You don't have to do that. I gave you a wish."
You just said you can snap your finger.
The genie's over in the corner.
Yeah,
going,
but we.
Oh my God!
I just told you though. But if it's a guy,
a crime here, what?
Just ran out of the bottle. That's all I wanted was my freedom.
If it's a guy, you have to take it, or it's gay.
Oh God. Okay, moving on.
Okay,
we got to move
that's
on.
A good survey question.
Yes,
All right. Here's your AI. I don't even know where to go with this. All right. Here's your AI generated images of you guys as Sasquatches. We'll bring up Willie first. Because Willie's always first.
That's right. That really doesn't look much different than me. Not right now.
Take the.
I like my chain. Oh,
there it is.
God damn,
dude, you're the fucking president of the biker gang. You're the president of the Yeti MC.
If I let the goatee go, that's me right there. Shit.
Yeah. No, I mean the same color hair.
Mm-hmm.
Got a little hair on your back.
Yep.
Listen, there's only 1% of Yetis in the world, but we're the 1% of the 1% of the Yetis in the world.
Now,
I
if
can't
you
wait for
think-
this. There's got to be a drum roll for this one. Let's wait and see.
if you think Bill raping The Rock is scary, what about this guy doing it?
Jesus Christ, am I dying of cancer?
You do. You look like he's free from chemo.
He's like, listen.
Holy shit! You look like a
Thank you.
homeless Yeti. You look like.
Yeah. I'm just glad that you guys came to visit me in the hospital.
Exactly.
Thanks for coming.
Oh
Come
man!
back to 1 pack a day there, Bill.
No
I
kidding.
just wanted everybody to know that I loved them.
Oh, God.
And this is the last picture we have of Randy.
Randy enjoyed being a Sasquatch.
It looks like Sasquatch Santa Claus.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
Okay.
this
It's a
is pretty
very
dark there, isn't it?
Sasquatch
Jesus
Christmas.
Christ, I look like I should be having a seance over here. My God,
Right?
I gotta get some lights on.
Jesus.
Okay. So I found this. I stumbled upon.
Willie's gonna light a candle and be like, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh.
So I
You guys
stumbled
actually
upon.
go sit through that shit, don't you?
We do. It's good stuff, man.
Is it?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Oh, there we go.
All right, here we go.
Willie's- And then when they turned the light on, he was missing his head.
So I found this TikTok series where these two kids were filming their dad whenever he was angry.
Oh,
He's Italian,
mm-hmm.
and he's just now found out that they were filming him. And I couldn't help but think of you, Willie.
Yep.
What are you talking about?
What am I talking about? I had fucking 2 people text me last night saying, yo, bro, is this you? And they got these fucking clips. It's called The Raging Italian. Which genius out of the 2 of you fucking decided to start videotaping me without me knowing and then fucking posting it online?
What
I don't want fucking people seeing me.
That's not from us.
You don't know what I'm talking about. Who the fuck is in my house?
He's definitely skipping leg day.
I've had the same conversation.
Dude, this guy's built like an
Don't
upside
fucking
down
talk to me in your
triangle.
fucking room about the air conditioner.
What-
What do you mean you're not home?
What app does it say
The
it's on?
fucking video I watched a couple of
Look
them.
how small his legs are. How
You
does he
shouldn't make
carry
fun of the
it?
kid with
How does he
polio.
carry
Leave the
around?
kid alone with the kid with polio. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
do you think I'm a fucking Dunsky?
Yeah.
It's
A
from-
Dunsky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys fucking think this is cute? Some fucking app, Tic Tac or something like that?
Tic Tac.
What the fuck is that? Was it TikTok?
See, this is no. See, at this point, it's bad acting.
TikTok.
This is staged.
He'd have been all right if he didn't go to the Tic Tac.
It would have been all right if he didn't do the Tic Tac shit.
Yeah.
Yep. He's full of shit. It's bad acting. Bad acting.
Mhm.
What, you raging Italian or some shit? Yeah, he's fucking bad. And I hate his legs.
You hate his son with the polio legs.
No, the fucking dad.
Oh.
Did you see how small
Yeah.
his
His
legs
son
are?
did too,
Yeah,
though.
he did have some. Oh, Jesus Christ, the Christ is coming with the light behind him now, and
Billy, do your oh,
Oh, man. Oh, 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 man. Right? Do they do it? Is it all men?
oh, I
Do they-
saw this movie as Blair Witch Project.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Snot coming out of my nose.
Yeah.
Uh,
I will kill the witch today.
Billy, wait outside. I'll come pick you up to go to the open mic.
Yeah,
Okay.
you on your way?
I want to
Bring
ask:
your ball glove with you. Okay.
should we wait till next week to talk about the poop cruise so that Willie can watch it?
Yeah, you know what? I will. I'll watch it.
All right, you gotta
know
watch
it's
it.
You know he's not gonna watch it.
I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, you're gonna fucking.
Or I'm gonna
come
ask
over
somebody
to-
that did watch
He's
it.
dedicated to the show. He shows
That's
up
right.
every week.
I'm wearing my hat.
What are you
Dude,
talking about?
Yeah.
he's not gonna watch it.
Okay, what is it then?
So-
See, he's conceited. He knows he's not gonna watch it. He fucking knows. You remember that though,
It
right?
was a cruise where they went out and everything went wrong. So then now the
It-
cruise.
oh,
is
yeah,
shut
there was
down.
a fire
Yeah.
and it
It-
killed all the power.
Killed all, yeah, killed
And they're out
all
in the
the.
middle of the ocean.
Yes, they were in
Yeah.
between like Miami and Mexico,
Okay.
and the toilets stopped working.
Uh-huh.
So they start handing out these red bags for people to crap in, take shit in.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well,
And then at one point,
and they
they
were
decided
peeing on the showers, in the showers.
yeah, they have an announcement. And it's like this sweet lady in her British accent.
Yeah.
If you've got to go number one, please do so in the shower. You can go number one in the shower. For number two, we are going to hand out red bags. Please do number two in the red bag and dispose of it in the.
I'm jumping off the side of the boat and taking
So
my
not only
fucking
that,
chances with the octopus.
But they told a story about there was honeymooners on there, and they all slept out like on the decks and stuff because it was so hot in their rooms, and these people were just fucking right there on the deck.
Yeah, at that
Were
point,
they? I didn't remember that.
Yes.
Well, they probably think there's a good chance we're going to die of
fun.
diphtheria or something, so I
But
might as well
then-
get it in.
But the worst was the tugboat shows up,
Mhm.
and they start pulling the tugboat, and it starts
Yeah.
swaying the boat sideways, and
All the shit starts
all this
going to
shit-
one
Oh.
side.
it just starts flooding into the
Yeah.
fucking hallways, and stunk to high heaven.
You know what? My wife would kill herself immediately. If anything, I've seen my wife freak out when there was a fucking curly hair in a swimming pool that came towards her. I thought she was gonna kill herself right then and there. If
All right,
some
that's
shit
the
hit her, if some
assignment for
foreign shit hit my wife, it's over. It's over.
That's the assignment for next week. You got to watch the poop cruise.
Okay.
I mean, what? How long were they out there? A week?
Yeah, a week without power.
No, did they get any kind of lawsuits or anything at all? They
They
always
all
offer you
got
something.
settled.
They always offer you another cruise. It's like, I don't fucking do this again.
Yeah.
That'd be like
Okay,
somebody
so
offering The Rock, hey, you want to have sex with Bill again? No.
Here's something I
Not
had
against
no
his
idea.
will.
What is a maritime lawyer?
It's specifically for international law.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what
Yeah.
that's what
Yeah, maritime is international law. So in
I
those
thought maybe it had something to do with merriment. Like they specialize in suing people that fuck up merriment.
Well, let me tell you one thing.
Listen,
I don't know what a maritime lawyer
If you
is.
didn't have
that
a merry time,
But
you're
that
gonna get
dude-
sued.
Get a lawyer.
But that
You
lawyer,
spent a lot of money
looks
trying
like
to
him.
have a merry time, and you didn't have a merry time.
Okay.
a
I'm gonna go watch
maritime
it.
lawyer specializes in legal issues arising from activities on navigatable waters, including oceans, seas, rivers, and lakes.
But this was the Gulf of Mexico before it was the Gulf of America.
Yes. It was
Oh,
Gulf
well,
of
there you
Mexico.
go.
So
See, shit like
There
this
you go.
wouldn't happen in the Gulf of America.
That's right. There you go. Make America great. again.
okay,
You know,
all right.
I'm just saying, since it's been the Gulf of America, we haven't had another poop cruise. It's been all the cruises have been beautiful.
They've been tremendous.
It's been
Tremendous
beautiful
cruises.
boat.
They came to me and they said,
Everybody-
sir.
Everybody on this big, beautiful boat shits in a toilet that flushes.
There you go.
Because in the Gulf of America, all the toilets flush.
Mhm. There you go.
I mean, you're right. It's you technically you're right. Since it's been the Gulf of America, they haven't had a poop cruise.
Exactly.
There you
And
go.
if they do have one, it'll be bigger and better than that. Theirs.
There you go, Carnival.
You know what, though? That's the
You
kind
want
of
to
shit.
sponsor the podcast? Call us up.
What was it? Carnival?
Yeah, it was Carnival.
Fucking
Yeah.
A,
That
it was
is the kind
Carnival.
of shit some
You know it was
stupid
Carnival,
fucking-
yeah.
Some MAGA douche.
You know
would
what,
play
Billy? It
with.
was a Carnival cruise, and I guarantee they still did the fucking comedy shows.
Yeah, and I bet they were hilarious too.
Yeah, it's
They
right.
probably they still said, "Listen, keep it clean for
Yeah.
the daytime shows.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't talk about shit until the
Yeah.
nighttime shows."
Can you imagine doing that show? You're bad. All them bags of shit getting thrown at you on stage.
And they're in red bags. Those aren't tomatoes.
uh,
All right, gentlemen.
These tomatoes smell like shit.
Peace.
It's another episode of Billy and Willie's Workshop on the Three Beers Media Network. Check out the rest of the podcast on all the Three Beers Media Network. Brought to you from the AKC Andrew Downs Marketing Studio. Billy, Willie, thanks a lot. Have a great night.
Hey, I'm gonna go watch the poop cruise.
Just the mic in a dream. And now we ride this circuit, chasing that scene. Every heckle, every cheer, every silent stare made us sharper, made us bolder, we ain't going nowhere.